Hey guys, it's Christina Blackfeather here, and I thought today I would talk about people who do not believe in giving medicine. Um, and a lot of it stems around Christian groups like Now You See TV, which is on YouTube, and uh, they talk about how pharmacology is supposedly from a Latin word meaning that it's um, spell work and stuff like this, and just absolutely crazy stuff. They're trying to say it's evil because it's magic. Now, most of the time, what they're talking about mainly is psychiatric medications. Where they try to say that it's a sin to take medications, and that Jesus should be able to cure any and all mental illnesses. This goes from dissociative identity disorder to um, depression, uh, suicidal ideation, bipolar, you name it. Um, and they think that Christian counseling should be all that people with mental illnesses need, which is not the case, especially when you have imbalances chemically in the brain. Counseling is not going to fix that. But some of their fans on Now You See TV over the years that I've floated in their chat, people didn't seem to mind too much that I have a pentacle sitting out. I admit I'm Wiccan. I don't say, I don't buy into their stuff. Where they get mad at me in the live chats is because I promote taking your medications and talking to your physician. That had gotten me blocked for a while by several people for saying that because they are that anti medicine. Um, Now, I have had encountered people over the years that were very much anti-medicine, and I have a question I generally ask, and I suggest if you do run into these people, this is the type of thing that you do ask. Um, there are situations where people have to have medications, period. Now, keep in mind these people that are against medicine also say things like thyroid medication is an addictive drug. That's why you feel better when you take it. There is no thyroid problem that can't be fixed with iodine. It's just an addictive drug that the pharmaceutical companies are pushing, um, which with people like me who have zero thyroid function, iodine does nothing more than give you severe migraines. I mean, it's pretty bad. So, they have this belief system to begin with. What I generally like to ask is what do they recommend for somebody who's had an organ transplant, especially with children? Um, Now, the thing with organ transplants is that the transplant recipient has to take anti-rejection medications the rest of their life, in order for the body not to attack and kill that organ that was just put into place. There are various reasons for organ transplants, uh, and various types of organ transplants. I've taken care of kids that have had heart transplants and lung transplants. I've taken care of adults that have had kidney transplants. Um, there's been some kids who've had kidney transplants. I've seen liver transplant patients. So these are very, very serious things. The body has to have these organs in order to function, especially the heart. Um, so what I find happens is that these people that get the mindset that medications are evil are not looking at the big picture of understanding what a medication does, why it's prescribed, and its interaction in the body, and it how it basically works. Now, some psychiatric medications don't know how all of them work, and these people will confuse psychotropics with other psychiatric meds, which isn't the case. Um, but if you start trying to educate them just on the transplant thing alone, start uh, telling them what the body is going to do with this new organ. In the case of a heart transplant, that anti-rejection med has to be taken, and so do blood pressure controlling meds, because either or is going to endanger that new heart. Even once that thing's fully grown into place, it still has to have anti-rejection medication, because otherwise that person's going to die. There, we're not pussyfooting around here. They will die without it. And so you kind of have to explain that the reason why anti-rejection medications are there is to stop the body from attacking the new organ. It thinks that tissue is foreign and it's going to try to get rid of it. It thinks that tissue is potentially infectious and it's going to try to get rid of it. And in the cases of transplant recipients like that, they can't. They have to have that organ or they're going to die. Um, this is not like Botox injections to the lip, okay? This is something deadly serious. So what I have found is in talking with some of these people that are anti-medicine, once I start explaining that, there's a little change of heart that happens after a while. Because the first question I ask them is, okay, I know a couple of heart transplant kids. Are you going to tell that child to stop taking their medication? Are you going to tell them to stop taking their anti-rejection medication? You usually get met with dead silence, or you get blocked, but it puts a thought in their head. That question can be pretty darn haunting. And that's the one you need to ask. Are you going to tell a child and their parents that has had a heart transplant to stop taking their medications? And if you want to take it one step further, are you going to, you turn around and ask them, okay, so you're going to tell them this. All right, fine. The child dies. Should you go to jail for it? That's all I had to say today. Have a great day, everybody. Sorry about the dead seriousness here. But yeah, I had to get that off my chest. Anyway, have a fantastic night, day, whatever. Blessed be everybody.